Collier from Inspire to Enrich, and I just want to give you a brief overview of what to expect. So my focus is gifted students and helping teachers and parents of gifted students find ways to easily enrich everyday learning. So there are a few ways that we can do that through gifted education research on the best brain development practices and strategies to engage and encourage gifted learners, through creative literacy, which is something I personally do in my classroom. We find creative, fun ways to incorporate reading, writing, listening, speaking. Often we do this through artwork and producing artwork. So it's important to me that my gifted students, in addition to all of my students, have access to creative thinking and problem solving and critical thinking in our reading classroom. And then the third way that I support gifted learners is through gift guides. So gifted students are definitely curious and have a passion and a love for various topics. So finding the perfect gift for a curious kid is a great way to spark an interest and to help accelerate their learning through something that they really enjoy or may not have picked up before. So often I provide gift guides with books or activity kits and fun little hands-on things that kids can do to further their learning and their interest in a topic. So let's take a look at the website. So on the Inspired to Enrich website, this is our homepage. If you scroll down, I focus on three main pillars. So gifted learners and high achieving, but mostly gifted, and that is a qualified type of learner. Giftedness is a neurodiversity. So you might have a student who excels at something, but that does not specifically make them a gifted learner. I also focus on creative literacy. I have a reading endorsement in addition to my master's in education, and creativity and literacy for me go hand in hand. And it's very important that my students, my parents, my fellow teachers know that literacy can be fun. Reading, writing, listening, creating, all of those components of literacy should be fun for kids. So creative literacy is a way for us to incorporate some creative thinking, some critical thinking into the fun of literacy. And then finally, gift guides. I feel it's really important to provide our gifted students, gifted children, and children who are naturally curious with gifts that they find interesting and intriguing, but will also continue to spark that natural curiosity that they already have. So that is what the gift guides will do. That will help spark a love of learning and exploration with a curious child. So if you go back up to the top, this is where you'll be able to get to each section. And here I have categorized various blog posts based on where I think they would fit best. And then I also have some supportive resources for teachers and for parents. And then if you are a student teacher who is going through the Ed TPA process, I have a few blog posts and resources underneath the Ed TPA tab from when I went through that process a few years ago. And then finally, the shop. I just recently opened my shop. Story Coins is a writing game that I've developed to help encourage kids and adults to practice writing and to enjoy writing, because writing should be fun. It should not be a chore. So right now I have 5 different versions and I'm working on more. I also have some downloadable resources that you can find here. And then if you are looking for some teacher-specific accessories or t-shirts, those sorts of things that would be perfect for a gifted child, you can check out the merchandise shop. One of the most recent ones I created that I really love is Wired Differently, because because if you have a gifted child, or if you are gifted yourself, you know that your brain is neurodiverse. It is very different. And so this is just a fun, positive way to encourage our kids and ourselves to embrace that diversity. I want to inspire you as a teacher or a parent to find ways to easily enrich everyday learning for your gifted kids, but also for all of your students. While giftedness is a neurodiverse way of thinking, all of our students can benefit from gifted instructional strategies. So I highly suggest that you pop over, follow me on Instagram at Inspire2Enrich. There I post books that I'm enjoying about gifted learners. I often post things that I'm doing in my classroom to help encourage learning with all of my students. And that's where I'm most active, in a conversation. So feel free to DM me over on Instagram, sign up for the newsletter so that we can get to know each other a little bit better.